And with that, we have concluded week 11 of the NFL. And luckily for me, the New Orleans Saints did not play this week. So there was no extra week of pain and suffering. I was chilling this week. Oseji, your Dolphins played this week though, and they got the win. But I'm getting ahead of myself. But how did you feel about this week of football?
Man, a great week of football, can't lie. Probably one of the better weeks of football. Man, before we even start, man, shout out to the Bears. Shout out to Chicago Bears, man. Taking the number one seed in their division, man. That's big dog shit right there.
Hey man, speaking of number one seeds in their division, man, the AFC East has a new but a very, very well-known king. Thursday night, they just reestablished their dominance, man. What happened on Thursday with the Patriots and the Jets?
Man, Patriots versus Jets. And I think we all have to come to this conclusion. The Justin Fields experiment might officially have to come to an end because I don't think we're making any progress anymore at this point. I don't know. Maybe it's because he's on the Jets. Maybe it's because there's just no progress being made, man. Travion Henderson, though, that experiment needs to continue for the rest of time because that brother was fucking hooping. That man was hooping, bro. That man came out here and played like he owed somebody lunch money, my brother. All right. 162 yards, 2 touchdowns. This nigga was doing his damn thing today, bro. Can't even lie. Then this nigga had 5 receptions for 31 yards and a touchdown. It don't get no better than that, man. The Patriots are officially back, and it's a damn shame because somehow the Buffalo Bills have still yet to make a Super Bowl, but the Patriots managed to fucking completely rebuild their football team before Josh Allen went to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, hey, man, other than that, though, Patriots get the win against the New York Jets, and they are now the number one seed in the AFC sitting at 9-2. Shout out to Mike Vrabel, man. That man's a GOAT.
Yeah, speaking of a Mike Vrabel team, a former Mike Vrabel team, man, the Titans, they took on the Texans on Sunday, and they look putting up a good fight. The Texans, they've been battered and bruised. They've been beat down. They're down to Davis Mills at quarterback. That's when things get bad, when you got to play Davis Mills. But Texans fought to the end. They got the win once again in last-minute fashion by a field goal. I don't know if that says more about the coach or the players or the team or just the Titans in general, but whatever it means something. But I just don't think anything these two teams do matter. So, yeah, the Texans win, and who cares?
Man, speaking of another game about who cares, Dolphins versus Commanders, man. And I'm already hyped. Dolphins got the win. I'm going to say it now. We're going to the playoffs. I think we can officially bring up this discussion. 10-7 is now officially on the table. Put that back on the table, man. Other than that, though, this was absolutely one of the middest football games offensively you will probably ever see in your entire life. Tua didn't have to do shit with his arm today. 14 for 20, 71 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, just out there doing cardio for
just
like 4 All right, nigga. All right. Anyway, Devon A-Chain, though, that nigga continued to be on a fucking tear. 21 carries, 120 yards. Man was hooping. Ollie Gordon also balling. Only touchdown they had this game was from Ollie. Shout out to my dog. Marcus Mariota, I think it's safe to say the football has left you officially. There's nothing more you can do, my brother. You had a great run in Oregon. You had a great run with Tennessee. But I think it's time for you to retire from the game. Hang it up. Go get your golden jacket, man. And retire your days in Hawaii. Anyway, man, Miami gets a W in Madrid, and that is it. Yes, golden jacket. Give that brother a golden jacket. So that's a legend.
I wouldn't even give that nigga a bronze jacket. All right, he ain't a damn jacket. I wouldn't get a normal jacket.
You don't know ball. You just don't know.
Anyways, you want to talk about a real quarterback? You want to talk about a duel between two real quarterbacks, man? We had that down in Buffalo, man. The Bills hosted the Buccaneers, and this game did not disappoint at all. I don't know what it is about the Buccaneers defense, but they just when we play good teams, let's just not show up because we got Baker Mayfield. And that shit did not work this week, not at all. It may have worked in other weeks. It worked against Seattle. It worked against Houston. It's not gonna work this week, man, because Josh Allen, you're playing pissed off Josh Allen, man. He's here to choke a bitch. All right, he had a very tough loss last week against Miami. He took it out on the Buccaneers defense, and he took it out good. 3 touchdowns through the air. 3 touchdowns on the ground. I mean, at that point, they should have just thrown a touchdown. Why? At that point, just throw them a touchdown. Great win for Buffalo, Tampa Bay. You guys, you turned into a Big 12 team. All offense, no defense. I don't know what you guys think it's going to happen come playoff time. What do you expect to happen come playoff time? We talk about the Raiders, we talk about the Cowboys, talk about the Bengals. Let's talk about the Buccaneers defense for a second. They suck. They really do.
Okay, well, kids, don't do drugs.
What did I say that was wrong? Wait, what did I say?
Don't do drugs, nigga. Don't do drugs, man. Don't Don't do drugs. Anyway, we're going up down there to New York with J-Mo, man. Jameis Winston, Jameis Hamilton, musical Winston, getting his first career start for the New York Giants. And J-Mo went out there and did what J-Mo does, man. Absolute stunning numbers from Jameis Winston. 19 for 29, 201 yards, 1 interception. That man was out there just straight balling. On a serious fucking note, I don't know what anybody expected. That brother was not doing jack shit out there, unless he was running the ball. When he was running the ball, he was doing everything in his damn power. Other than that, though, Jordan Love went out there and decided, you know what? I'm going to play like Aaron Rodgers. I'm not going to go out here and put up stinker numbers. 13, 24, 174, 2 touchdowns. Shout out to Malik Willis. Also got himself a touchdown out there. Man was doing his things. Now, Josh Jacobs, I wish you a speedy recovery because your knee got sent to the shadow room this game. Damn shame. Also, another thing for the Packers and the Giants, y'all secondaries absolutely played like shit. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if y'all all decided we're going to take the over for, yards per pass through the air and just let everybody get blindside blurred. But I don't want to see that shit ever happen fucking again. That shit was pitiful. But yeah, man, Packers get the W even though they were doing everything in their power to lose this football game. Shout out to Jordan Love and J-Mo. Better luck next game, gang. Better luck next game.
Speaking of teams who love to lose football games, the Atlanta Falcons. I don't know what happens to Bryce Young when he sees Atlanta on the schedule, but I think he's still in Alabama in his mind.
Hell yeah.
I think he's still in Alabama.
Hell yeah.
He sees a team from Georgia and he goes, this is the biggest game on the schedule. I gotta turn up. Like, hey, Bryce, if you just did this every week, you'd be on Hall of Fame trajectory, man.
They're 6-5.
If all Bryce Young did was play the Atlanta Falcons every week, he'd be a Hall of Famer already. If he treated every team like the Atlanta Falcons, man, he'd be on Patrick Mahomes type of timing already. But no, he only bullies the Falcons. And again, I think it's because he's still, Alabama minded. He's beating on Georgia teams.
Beat on Atlanta teams, nigga. Man.
But, the Falcons, not much to talk about for them. The Falcons, the Falcons falconed.
Yeah, man.
Real good.
Shit. Drake London, nigga, got placed in IR. So, man, Michael Penis also got placed in IR. Yeah, y'all taking back to
carrying my fantasy team, man. I needed him. Also, pray for his family, I guess. Whatever.
Anyway. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Panthers, bro. They got a better record. Than the Chiefs. 6-5. You love to see it. You choose 6-5, 6-4. I don't give a damn. You love to see it, man. Speaking of teams that are now stepping up to the plate, Caleb Williams. I think it's time we have a conversation. Ben Johnson might be a better human being than Mother Teresa. I think we can.
Oh my God.
I think if we have this convo that Ben Johnson might be on par with Mother Teresa and Martin Luther King Jr. for the work he has done for the city of Chicago. I don't think I've watched a coach do such a goddamn job for my damn life. The only person who I'm putting up there is Mike Vrabel for what he's done for the New England Patriots. But this nigga Ben Johnson, nigga's a fucking dog. Nigga's a dog, man. Caleb Williams, even though he played like absolute mid out there today, missing 16 passes, bro. All right, 16 for 32 for 193. That nigga didn't do a damn thing with his fucking arm. All right, DeAndre Swift was out there playing football. DeAndre Swift was in the defense for playing football. To the Vikings, I don't know why y'all didn't re-sign, Sam Darnold. Y'all are now paying for this dearly because you have
DJ McCarthy. Every week, man.
Hey, I'm going to say it again. They need a veteran.
It'll be the worst week to say that, too. It'll be the worst week to say that.
No. Yeah. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn.
Wow.
You need a veteran to be playing quarterback for this team right now. JJ McCarthy is not that guy right now. He's a rookie. He's a youngin. He needs to be benched, and he needs to sit behind a veteran because you having 2 picks is egregious. I think he has 9 interceptions over like the past couple games combined. Yeah, he's putting up Geno Smith numbers. But yeah, man, Bears get the W, 19-17, and Ben Johnson might be up there with Martin Luther King Jr., Mother Teresa, and Mahatma Gandhi for top 5 human beings right now. Man, shout out to the Bears.
Don't ever disrespect Geno Smith's interception game like that ever again. But again, let's talk about real quarterbacks, man. Let's go down to Duval. The Jags laid belt to Herbie, and I'm going to say this again for the Herbies. Your boy, he's buns. Your boy, he's buns. I had to make sure I said it twice. I had to make sure I doubled up just to make sure you knew. He went out there, he didn't do a damn thing. Fully, he was fine.
Oh my God.
Receiving core.
Nigga, don't say fine. This nigga played like shit.
No. He was fine. Physically he was fine. Mentally, he probably wasn't fine. You know, and I know exactly the excuse. I know the excuse that's coming up. Oh, his entire offensive line is injured. His entire offensive line is gone. He doesn't have an offensive line. You know what else didn't have an offensive line? Shedeur Sanders. And guess what? They ain't giving that boy an inch. What is this? A 5-year veteran? 5-year? 5th year in the league? 5-time. Nigga, you're not Booker T. You've been in the league for 5 years. And your buns. You're Dookie Water. You're a 6'6" Tua Tagovailoa.
What the fuck? What was the random stray for? Anyway, man, like, this is the most egregious stray I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, man, we're going down to the glorious city of Pittsburgh for the Unk Bowl 2. All right, man, and I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now, Jamar Chase, you're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Nigga lied like shit. I don't know who he thought he was. Nigga, there's 17 cameras on you at a time.
Nigga lied like a hoe. You talking about I didn't even open my mouth. Gang. We caught you in 4K OLED HD.
Mean ass loogie at that man.
What, they got you on a 4090 in clear as day video footage, just spitting on this man. You talking about something I didn't even open my mouth. What are we lying for? And then you're surprised with anyway, bro. Aaron Rodgers got injured this game, so yeah, the Steelers might be in
Rudolph, maybe.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. We're not talking about this. We're not doing this shit. Anyway, bro, the Bengals offense couldn't do jack shit today. You know, this is one of the very few games where the defense actually showed up for Cincinnati, but the offense didn't do a damn thing. And I don't know what to say, whether to blame Jamar Chase for going out there just pop Tua on defensive players or Joe Flacco just playing atrocious football. Man, the Steelers, y'all are cooked. Y'all won the game but lost the war. Y'all won the battle but lost the entirety of the rest of the season.
Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph.
Do you know what Mason Rudolph?
Mason Rudolph was playing against the Cincinnati Bengals defense. The same niggas who couldn't bring down a 6'3" white boy named Colston Loveland to save their damn season. We're not talking about this, man. Steelers get the win over the Bengals. Jamar Chase got suspended. He got fined like $500K like an hour ago from the NFL. So them boys not playing, running his pockets. And yeah, Jamar Chase is a liar, man. T. Higgins for wide receiver 1.
Hey, man, you know, speaking of legendary quarterbacks on the same tier as Mason Rudolph, you know, we got to talk about Jacoby Brissett.
Yes.
He set the NFL completion record on this day. The problem was he lost by 19. 47 completions, I think. He threw like 60 passes. And, you know, the reason is because they were playing from behind very early. You see, a very small player, an unknown player, returned today, and his name is Big Brock Purdy. He came back today, and he was pretty angry. You know, niggas was saying, "Oh, Mac Jones might take his job." I'd be mad if somebody said Mac Jones would take my job too. I don't care if I was a McDonald's worker. Like, nah, Mac Jones is not finna take my job. So he came out here and he proved exactly why Mac Jones ain't taking a damn thing. Went out there and slaying that pill all over the field, destroyed them boys. Doesn't really say about that. BTA. I will say is, I apologize. All right, Kyler. I want to say Kyler Murray. I'm sorry that I said Jacoby Brissett was going to take your job and that you should be traded. I think Arizona needs you. You know, I'm not saying that you're going to win a ring with them. I'm just saying, like, you know, the city just doesn't need to suffer any longer. You're their Carson Palmer now. All right, you need to be there for them.
Whoa! Speaking of teams that showed up, man, today, Seahawks, Rams, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man.
No.
Seeing as they only lost by 2 points, yes, they did. Sam Darnold, man. I didn't know you were a good Samaritan. I didn't know you were a generous type of nigga, bro. The way you were just handing out this football to this defense, just giving out gifts, donations, checks, all right? Just blessings on the field to every secondary member on that football team for the Los Angeles Rams. This nigga had 4 interceptions. I don't know what more else to say. The fact they didn't lose by 20 is a testament to Sam Darnold's ability to keep this game close, but also the Seahawks defense is absolutely smacking the piss.
No, Sam Darnold did not do a damn thing to keep that game.
No. Entirely
the Seattle defense.
No.
Sam Darnold is the reason they were about to get blown out.
Hold on, Nick. Hold the fuck up.
No,
all right, give my nigga Sam Darnold some props, man.
I won't.
29 for 44, 279, 4 interceptions, but we can clean that up. We can very much clean that shit up. Matthew Stafford and the Rams, 15 for 28, 130, 2 touchdowns. I'm gonna say this now. Both of these niggas played like straight mid. I'm sorry, Matthew. No, Jordan. Let me explain why. For the Rams, you blowing 2 red zone drives at the start of this game, that blatantly was absolutely nasty. Matthew Stafford couldn't hit a fucking goddamn single wide receiver if he wanted to. The only nigga he was looking at was Devontae Adams and Puka. That's all I need to say.
See, I could sit up here and talk to you about the entire game, but nobody wants to talk about that. You know what you're here for. You know what you came here for. You came here for the Shedeur Sanders slander. And I'm here to tell you, this is the wrong place to get it. We're not here to slander Shedeur Sanders. No. We're here to slander all the people hating on him, because this hate is insane. The glaze is like, it's unnecessary. Guys, he's playing for the Cleveland Browns. You didn't watch the game. If you're going to genuinely tell me he played like butt, he had 2 seconds to throw the ball.
I ain't gonna lie.
He had 2 seconds.
I ain't gonna hold you. He had no choice but to play like ass.
Like,
you had no choice but to play like ass.
No. And the Ravens did that. The Ravens did that little nigga no services. And you know what? They're right. They saw a rookie quarterback get in the game. Somebody they know for a fact he ain't run not a single play with the ones. They started blitzing 6. They weren't even blitzing all of them sometimes. Sometimes they just put 7 niggas at the line and then only blitz 4. Just psyching him out. Getting him scared. The Baltimore Ravens treated the rookie quarterback the perfect way you treat a rookie quarterback, and that's throw the entire book at him. Welcome him to the NFL. And that's exactly what they did, man. The Ravens played it perfectly, and even then, he led a game-winning drive. He got down the field, past 50. I don't think he got into red zone like to the 30, and he just missed a couple not even missed a couple. He missed one home run ball that would have been a touchdown. And the second ball, he literally placed the ball perfectly in the chest of his receiver, and it was just better defense. So what are we talking about? Like, when people say Shedeur Sanders played bad, what are we really talking about, man? Because really, he was 1 inch, maybe throwing the ball a little lower away from having had a game time drive against the Baltimore Ravens. Then them same people who were like, damn, yeah, he's ass. They would have been saying, oh, it's 1 game, it's 1 drive. Baltimore actually sucks.
Anyway, man, Chiefs versus Broncos. Speaking of niggas that need to be freed. Chiefs, y'all are cooked. Y'all are officially cooked. Y'all have a worse record than the Panthers. Y'all have a worse record than the Chargers. Y'all about to have a same record as the Ravens. Oh, y'all had the same record as the Ravens, actually. So yeah, Chiefs Kingdom. Man, woo! 5-5. Not in the playoffs right now. Man, Denver Broncos, bro. I think we need to have the FBI investigation on the Denver Broncos, because this is actually getting out of hand. I don't think any quarterback should have this many game-winning drives. Bo Nix did absolutely fucking nothing with his arm, touchdown-wise. You know what I'm saying, man? 24 for 37, 295. That nigga didn't throw a damn touchdown. This game was absolutely the worst offensive game I have probably ever seen in my life for the first 3 quarters. All of a sudden, these niggas started hooping. Riley Moss, lock in, or you will be unemployed by the end of the season.
Riley Moss is Eli Apple, but Caucasian. Change my mind.
Anyway, man, Broncos get the win over the Chiefs, man, and now they are sitting at a glorious 9-2, while the Chiefs are 5-5. Yeah, man, it's not looking good for Patrick Mahomes and them boys, and everybody's saying, "Oh, it's November, Patrick's gonna play his best ball." These niggas. Hey,
man, if that nigga don't get to January, we won't have to deal with it. See, that's a secret message. We just don't let Patrick Mahomes get to January.
Literally, bro. Like, what the fuck? You niggas play the Colts and the Broncos again. Ooh. Yeah, that's two L's right there. That's GG's, boy.
At best, 10-7, right? Is that what we're looking at?
Facts. But man, that's it, man. Broncos get the win.
All right, let's talk about a game that was supposed to be a heavyweight matchup. Supposedly a heavyweight matchup. Sunday Night Football, prime time. The scriptwriters did the thing when they made this game. They just forgot that they chose the Eagles for a primetime game. I don't care how good the Eagles are. Take them niggas off primetime, man. They're not giving us any bangers. Eagles and Lions. This was buns, man. This game was terrible. The Eagles won the boring way, and I'm not gonna be mad. They won. Just stop putting the niggas on primetime, man. Stop. All right. Jahan Dotson had a good game, and the broadcasts almost creamed all over themselves because they're like, "Oh my god, the Eagles are using a 3rd wide receiver." That's so noteworthy. And somehow the Eagles, you can't even draft a single Eagles wide receiver on fantasy. It wouldn't be advised anymore. So yeah, congratulations to the Eagles. You get the win. Detroit, y'all suck. Your defense is very buns. You're gonna find that out the hard way. You found it out the hard way against Washington. Somebody's gonna punch you in the mouth this year. You're gonna find out again. Your defense isn't good. Dan Campbell cannot call the defense. I don't know what's wrong with them, but when they're not getting sacks, they're not winning games.
Oh man, that's secondary, boy.
When you force the secondary to be a secondary, they lose.
Woo. Bro, them niggas out there getting sliced. Shit, man. The game was so bad. Every time AJ Brown caught a football, the entire stadium erupted in cheers. Anyway, man, Raiders versus Cowboys. Belt to ass. I think we can all confidently say this right now. Geno Smith is probably going to be unemployed by the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? 27 for 42. 1 interception, 1 touchdown. This nigga is trash. This nigga is garbage. I want to sit here and be, you know, I like to be optimistic about players and their development with teams. This nigga just sucks. Just absolute, just straight up divine assery on a plate with some sauce. That is what Geno Smith is. Nothing productive, nothing good. Raiders, your offensive line is a terrorist organization. I'm calling the FBI by tomorrow morning because the shit I witnessed today was just absolutely egregious. Ashton Genty, if I were you, man, grab Pete Carroll. Take y'all's bags down to Carroll, you know, good old city of Arizona. Go win some playoff games with Kyler Murray and them boys. Other than that, bro, that is it, man.
And with that will end our Week 11 review. We are getting closer to playoff time, man. We're looking at a playoff picture. It is forming, and I will say, man, if the playoffs if things shape out the way it's looking right now, this could be a very interesting playoffs. Like, no troll, like this could be something worth watching. Like, so I said you before you head out, you know, what are your thoughts about this playoff picture and how it's forming?
Man, I think I can confidently say this without a shadow of a doubt. Eagles are probably going to win another Super Bowl. I think we can all come to this conclusion. I can't even sit here and be confident in the Patriots because you almost let the Jets beat you on prime time. The Broncos, y'all's black magic at some point is going to run out. And then the Colts, not really expecting much. So yeah, man, Eagles, go ahead, get y'all's rings ready for round 2. Jalen Phillips, congratulations. You are a Super Bowl champion.
And with that, we out.